Hi guys, welcome back to another video. As I said yesterday, I wasn't feeling very well, but the video will come out today. Here I am, not 100%, but I still will try to do a short and sweet video for you. This one is about Oncidiums and intergenerics. So it's mainly about what to do after the blooms are gone or when the blooms are fading. So let's talk about after blooming care, but not only how we maintain our Oncidiums and intergenerics. I have many clear examples around me here, and I think it will be a great opportunity to show you how I actually maintain some of these orchids. If that's the type of content you'd like to see, stay here with me and let's start. Unlike some orchids, Oncidiums and intergenerics, they don't rebloom from the same spike. So once the flowers are gone, like this one here, use sterilized scissors, and then we can start pruning and actually cutting all of these flower spikes from the base. That's the first thing. We need to make a clear cut to avoid damaging the plant. That's very important. Let's not cut any green structure like this one or any of the base here. So let's go to that base here and whoops, and clean that. There we go, a beautiful brassica. There we go. I have one more example, let me show you. For my cherry baby, what I have to do here is sterilize with alcohol. So I will actually come with the scissor inside the alcohol here, just because if that one has some pathogens, I don't want the pathogens to travel from one plant to another. So that's why I sterilize your pair of scissors or pruners before you cut the flower spike. And then we go to the base here and we just make a clear cut, and ta-da, it's gone. Everything was very dry, so it was the perfect day to actually come and cut the spikes. I'm returning to my brassica here just to show you that after blooming, some orchids will come into a phase where they don't need as much water than they were actually drinking when they were in bloom. So before you just add some water, it's really important that we remove it from its pot. Check if the mix is still moist. If you put your fingers like this one and I can check that it's still moist, doesn't need any more water, I can actually skip fertilizing. It's really important to keep fertilizing because these plants will keep growing, growths after growths, and they need fertilizers to be healthy. But we don't need to keep actually watering it maybe as much as we were doing before. All the time, just check the mix and see if your plant is dry. This one is not dry, but I am completely sure that my cherry baby is dry. Let me show you. I don't know if you can see. Let me remove that from here. From one big plant to another big plant. That's my massive cherry baby. How I know it's dry? Just looking. Look at that. I removed from the pot. You can see everything is very dry, and I can see looking at the pseudobulbs that they are very dehydrated as well. So in this case, she needs plenty of water, while my Bretonia didn't need water. So let's add some water to it. This plant is very thirsty at the moment because I skipped watering last week. My fault. But can you see that the Bretonia is doing super well without water? Because they have different water needs. So ideally, we should check. I don't have time to check all of them one by one, but I can see looking at the plant if it's needing more or less water. It's completely hydrated now. So what I will do, I place it back to the macrame hanger. Let me change again. Just discovering new flower spike while I was watering this massive cherry baby. Something else that's really important when we're talking about maintenance is that Oncidiums and intergenerics, they do need bright light to keep growing, maturing their pseudobulbs, and they need to be fertilized. So we can change their positions, but we need to keep in mind that they have all of these needs with watering and light to keep them healthy. I'm going to show you something else. After you cut the flower spike and inspect your plant, see if it needs some watering or not, it's time for you to place, as I said, in a bright area where it will keep growing healthily. What I like to do, that's myself, it's change their positions because I like to have the blooming orchids here like very close to my table so I can stare at them when they are blooming. But you can keep them in the same position. You don't need to change anything. I change mine because I like it. That's a personal choice. Something that's really important after the blooms are gone is to inspect very well for pests and other things, clean the leaves. There are products that we cannot apply to the leaves when they are in bloom because affects the blooming of the orchids. Then flowers might be gone sooner if you apply leaf shine, for example, and other products. So when you cut the flower spike, it's a good time for you to actually clean very well. You might even consider washing the leaves, offering it some water just to clean dust and other pathogens and other things. It's a great time for you to do it. So a great advantage of Oncidiums and intergenerics is that they can bloom more than once a year. Usually they are able to mature new growths and push out new flower spikes. If you look after them well, they will keep blooming and blooming non-stop. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove this from here. I'm going to place another one. Let me grab it. Ta-da! I have another intergeneric that is almost in full glory now. I place it where the Bretonia was, and I keep staring at it every day because they are so beautiful, these flowers. I love my intergenerics. And that was everything. As I told you, it would be a short and sweet video. I do have plenty of content to share with you. I just need to get better. I'm not 100%, but stay here with me and we have more things coming this way. If you like this type of content, subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, and I see you soon. Bye bye!